Hello everybody, this is Jason Fisher from timeandfreedom.com here to do a review on the company Ardyss. Now you might be here because you're just finding out about Ardyss and you want to know more about the products and or its compensation plan or business opportunity. Or maybe you've been involved with the business for a while and you're finding it hard to earn long-term residual income with the Ardyss business. A lot of people find it hard to keep customers ordering long-term with this specific company. I want to talk about this review because, and I feel that I have the right to talk about this because I've been involved with the home-based business industry for 24 years. My first 12 years, I earned millions of dollars, having 5,000 folks that dwindled down to 56, losing everything. And my second 12 years, I have now 5,000 folks that are active buying month in and month out, really creating long-term residual income. I want to talk about a universal principle, and a universal principle that myself and many other industry leaders have deemed to be that has to be in place if you are to create long-term residual income. And three very important points that have to be governed by this universal principle, otherwise there's no long-term income in this business or in this industry as a whole. So I'm really excited to share this with you. Now I want you to know this, that our credibility is worth everything. And if we don't have that, we have nothing in the end. So we have to make sure that we pick the right company if we are going to throw our time, energy, and reputation into it, because that is the most important thing that we all hold. I want to talk about this universal principle. Now, many of you have heard about it if you've been in the home-based business industry, and it's called the 80-20 principle, or the 80-20 rule. 80% of the money is earned by 20% of the people, or 80% of people don't do much while 20% of people do something. And it's an industry law, not only in our home-based business industry, but in every industry. You could take 10 doctors or 10 lawyers or 10 chiropractors. 2 will shine and 8 won't do too much. And it's really important to understand that in the home-based business industry, that's pretty typical too. 8 out of 10 don't do anything while 2 do something. And it's really important to understand that after I lost everything, I said to myself, if I'm going to throw my time, energy, and reputation into something one more time, I better go find something that the 80s can do. Because what I was in was a 20%er deal. The only people ordering in the end were the 20%ers. I actually think it's the 95-5% rule. But for universal principles, we'll keep it at the 80-20. When at the end of my business, the only people I had ordering in the end were the very few. So then I started thinking about, well, what makes these businesses work is numbers. And numbers equal orders. And orders equal residual income. And whoever has the most numbers ordering at the end is going to have the most residual income. Then I started to think, is there a difference between business model to business model? And I'm here to say that there is. There's a huge difference. Well, when I started to go on my mission, I started to look at the landscape of a lot of the different businesses that were out there in the home-based business industry. And I said, you know what? If I'm going to win, I need something for the 80s. Well, who's the 80s? The 80s is my brother, my mother, my sister, my next door neighbor. Someone that doesn't have a lot of sales experience or large driver tenacity. They're not good at handling rejection, and they're really not good at handling overpriced or justifying overpriced products in the marketplace that people don't buy, use, and reorder every single month. Well, when you look at these business models that are out there, and I looked at 42 of them, you see that they're all 20%er deals. The only people that can justify those costs of those products are the 20%ers. The compensation plan is written for the 20%ers. The only people ordering in the end are the 20%ers because they're the ones chasing the money or the income. So all of a sudden the clouds parted. And not only do the problems become very clear, but more importantly the solution. And that is that all these companies have great products. Ardyss International, it has a great product. But they all start changing people's buying habits to the tune of $100 to $150 to $200 a month in products that they never bought before at price points that they have a hard time justifying to other people. And 90 to 120 days, when they find it difficult to promote that business because the products are really expensive, not only for themselves but for others, what's the first thing that they quit? Here's the unfortunate part. Not only do they quit the business, but here's the most detrimental part. They quit being a number on the board. They quit being a customer because it didn't even make sense for them to buy as a customer month in and month out. That seems to be an industry problem. A lot of niche products, and you're asking people to buy more than what they normally would buy of those products. So when the masses don't make income, it doesn't even make sense for them to be a consumer. I said, if I can find a business model on 2 levels, then I'd have a huge hit. The first was find a business for the average person, the average 80%er. Make sure that they have a business that they could promote, where they weren't having to justify overpriced products that didn't compete in the marketplace. And here was point 2, and where they can make money. And here was point 2, whether they made money or not, whether they showed themselves as the 80%er, they still had overwhelming value to be a consumer first and foremost, and the financial gain be the second piece of the puzzle. The first part be that it makes sense for them to put their money in this store every single month. So the universal principle, 80-20 rule. Have a business for the 80%ers. Have a business for the masses, with many people ordering in the end, even if there's no financial gain, because it makes sense to be a consumer first and foremost. Here's the 3 points that govern the 80-20 principle. You need these 3 things, otherwise you won't have the 80%ers staying active. Here's the first point. Have necessity products for all. Have to buy products, not niche products. Things that people are already buying, already using, already reordering, so that you're not creating a new buying habit or a new need in the marketplace. Have products for all. Here's point 2. Have them priced below where people are currently shopping. If they're priced equally or more, nobody's going to stay as a customer long term. So you have to have everyday necessities, but have them priced well below where they currently shop at. I like to say Walmart or below price point. And here's point 3. Unlike the typical industry average of $120 to $200 to $300 to $400 a month and products that people never bought at a price point they never would buy long term, drop that qualification to partner directly with the manufacturer down to what a single family would use. Have it be where it's only 5 or 6 items a month and where their budget is not changing. And if you don't ask people to infringe on their budget, you can build a business to last a lifetime. Well, I'm excited, and many other industry leaders are, because we deem to have found the only business model that does create lifelong residual income with the masses staying active, 95, 96% staying active, because we have absolutely made sure that we've kept the 80-20 principle in contact and those 3 points that govern the 80-20 principle. And if you have that, you can build massive wealth and you can build a business to last a lifetime. What I'm excited about is we're growing faster than a startup company, and we've got a lot of years under our belt, and that's the exciting part. If you're looking to build a business to last a lifetime instead of a lunchtime, you are absolutely going to love this. And if you've never, ever, ever been involved with this industry, and this is the first time that you're hearing about this, I think you're absolutely going to love this, because you're not going to have to go through the hardship. I appreciate you listening to this review on Ardyss. I hope that you found it valuable. And if you're interested in finding out the business model that I have chosen and many other hundreds of industry leaders have chosen to be the only business that is truly producing long-term residual income with those 3 key factors aligned with the 80-20 principle, then please click the link below and to find out about the business model that we chose. Thanks for joining us. Again, this is Jason Fisher from timeandfreedom.com.